Let's do Louisville and Arkansas. We got Louisville minus 3.5 over under 166. How do you break this game down?
Well, the general question may be, man, Louisville is ranked number 9 in the Ken Palm ratings. They're undefeated. So why are they an underdog versus an Arkansas squad that is 5-2? Well, the answer is simple and something that's very important to keep an eye on: strength of schedule when you get into this mid-December part of the schedule. Well, Louisville, as I said, undefeated on the year, but their strength of schedule is number 350. Yes, that's correct. Number 350. And their slate of offenses they faced are number 363. So why is that a concern? Well, obviously, if you played a weak schedule, you have not been challenged very much. They have played only two teams that are in the top 175. That was Cincinnati in a neutral setting. They win by 10. And that was Kentucky at home, a game they won by 8 points. So now we have a Cardinal squad that is up tempo. Listen to this number. Out of all their field goals, 54.5% of their shots are from three-point land. That is number 3 most in the country. They're also very good at shooting them. They're 37.3%, which is number 59 in the country. The issue is this being their first true road game, this being the best defense they faced by far, this being a three-point defense that ranks in the top 100. Arkansas, 2 losses, but these 2 losses are what gets a team ready for these mid-December big games. Their losses: Michigan State on the road, they lost by 3. Their other game, Duke in a neutral setting. So they have gone away from home 2 games. Yes, they lost both, but those teams are both Ken Palm top 10 rated teams. I do like Arkansas this year. I like what Calipari's doing with them. I don't mind that they lost those 2 neutral games. And you look at Louisville on the season, Louisville failed to cover against Ohio, failed to cover against Jackson State. The last 2 games, they were a 33.5-point favorite to Eastern Michigan and a 44-point favorite to New Jersey International Institute of Technology. That does not prep a team at all. I think they struggle from 3. I think Arkansas's defense and pressure gets to them. The Razorbacks pull out this game and get the win.
We've been talking about some of these college basketball teams. Are there any teams that you think maybe a little overrated, underrated? You did a good job breaking down, like, hey, you got to look at strength of schedule. So are there teams that you think, oh, we're going to see some regression either up or down? Any teams that you got your eye on for the next week or so?
Well, I will share this. A lot of us use Ken Palm for the ratings. And one thing to take a look at, if you go and use Ken Palm, the front screen is free, and then you just pay a minimum amount, for the rest of the screen. But I like fading teams that were very fortunate early. If you look at their luck factor, it's very important to look at that. Now all the teams have played 7 or 8 games. The couple of teams that stand out in the luck category that are Power 5 teams: USC, Maryland, North Texas is one of those teams. Tulane, Davidson, and West Georgia are the top 3 on the bottom that haven't been fortunate. And then when you look at the opposite end, those teams that have been unlucky, keep an eye on St. John's, Kentucky, and Wichita State.
Great breakdown, Ralph. We got to talk about Weekend Warrior. This I continue to say there's some things we're always learning in this industry, and we run the Weekend Warrior special one week and it becomes so popular, and now here we are, 13, 14 weekends later, and it's still one of the most popular promotions. So first off, shout out to you guys. You guys in the chat, you the audience, have told us you love it, and we're going to continue doing it. So Ralph, tell us about the Weekend Warrior and what you have up for this weekend.
Well, the Weekend Warrior, $49. You're getting any Saturday college football plays, Sunday NFL plays and a Monday night play if you have it as well. $49. I did have a poor college football weekend this past week, so if you're with me, I do apologize. I had one of those 5% that you want to smack your head that it looked like you had an easy winner at halftime, and be careful of what you think happens. But anyway, NFL on a 9-1 run. My NFL teasers 80%. So the weekend warrior is the way to go for me. $49. And it truly is a great deal. And I do want to say this. We set a record last week, Andy, for our Thanksgiving 7-day all access package. So the weekend warrior really wasn't prevalent last week. Thank you to all those that were on board for our once a year annual special. But the weekend warrior, clearly the way to go for my football package this weekend.
It's been a fantastic special. Ralph, you've been great. Congratulations on your big run here in NFL. So grab Ralph Michaels in the Weekend Warrior special.
One more thing, Andy. If someone's going to Vegas or traveling, we now have a 3-day hoops package as well. So you don't need to commit for that whole week. If you are just a weekend player, a lot of people work all day and just want to watch college basketball on the weekend and play. That weekend warrior package for college hoops is amazing as well. And it's growing in popularity. Nowhere near the football, but I'm telling you what, it really is getting traction.